What's going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters in the body of Messiah? This is Walking by Faith, and Abba Father dropped this word in my spirit, and so I am releasing this word from Abba, and the word correlates with James chapter 3 verse 10. Now in this scripture is speaking about how men curse other men or women out of the same mouth that they praise Abba Father, and this ought not be. It is very hypocritical, to say the least. Okay? You have some Christians out here who, and I'm not passing judgment upon anybody, I'm just making a statement or a observation, if you will, how I see some Christians out here who have very foul potty mouths and are quick to curse, or are quick to curse out another brother or sister. So basically, James chapter 3 verse 10 says, "Woe unto those who curse their brothers and sisters out of the same mouth that they praise Abba Father." Now, to take it a step further, there is another passage of scripture that says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So, if you have evil in your heart, then you will speak evil things. If you have good in your heart, then you will speak good things. You can't sit here and quote scripture and in the same sentence curse. You can't quote scripture and out of the same, or in the same sentence, curse out one of your brothers or your sisters. That's very, very hypocritical, to say the least. Okay? Just like there is another passage of scripture which I beseech you to look up on your own time, that the tongue cannot be tamed. Your tongue is of deadly poisons. Okay? Your tongue speaks life or it speaks death. Okay? People think that people think that words are just words, but your words are like daggers. Okay? Your words are like daggers, and your words are just as sharp as a double-edged sword. So much so to the point where your words, if not used properly, can cut somebody down to their very soul. It can make micro cuts down to someone's very soul. Okay? There's also a passage of scripture that says that we are to bridle our tongues. We are to be like Messiah, slow to anger and slow to wrath. Abba Father is slow to anger with us and slow to wrath. Okay? Because if Abba Father acted like we do when somebody makes us mad, none of us would be here right now. None of us would be here right now if he operated off of emotions, or if he operated off of how we operate. None of us would be here right now, because he would just snap his finger and take us all out. So because Abba Father is slow to anger with us and slow to wrath with us, we need to be slow to anger and slow to wrath with our brothers and sisters. Which brings up another passage of scripture that says, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Okay, so if one of your brothers or sisters trespassed against you or made you angry, you need to forgive them and you need to pray for them. If your brother or sister comes to you and asks you and has transgressed against you 70 times over, you are to forgive them 70 times over. Because if you want Abba Father to forgive you, you need to forgive them. Okay? You may not agree with your brothers and your sisters. And I mean, that's just a part of life. That's what gives us our individuality. Okay? That's what gives us our individuality. If we all thought the same, if we all felt the same, this world would be a messed up place. The point is in this whole word, in this whole message, is this, okay? We need to have control of our vessel. We need to have control of our tongue. And your tongue is a very hard thing to tame. It's a very, very hard thing to tame. Just like it's a hard thing to tame our flesh. Okay? But we need to put our flesh under subjection. We need to be slow to wrath and slow to anger. We need to watch and choose wisely the words that come out of our mouths. You cannot praise Abba Father or quote a passage of scripture out of the Bible and in the same sentence you're cursing. I have watched a plethora of videos where somebody was making a video about the Illuminati, or making a video exposing the darkness and whatnot, and in their video they were quoting scriptures, but then in the same sentence they said MF this, B this, A-hole this, pussy, P this, P that. And that's just being hypocritical. That's being hypocritical. Which, again, goes to the whole, which goes back to the one passage of scripture that I just quoted that states that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you are carrying evil in your heart, you're going to speak evil. If you are carrying good seeds in your heart, or if you are carrying holiness and love and kindness and gentleness and meekness in your heart, out of your mouth, the abundance of your heart speaks. So with that being said, I pray that you will receive this message. I pray that you will bridle your tongues. I pray that you will control your vessels. I pray that you will spread good seeds and not bad seeds. I pray that you will have the understanding that your mouth can either speak life or it can speak death. And it's like it's like little daggers. It's like a double-edged sword that can cut through the soul, cut through bone marrow, cut through your heart, cut through everything. So with that being said, I love you as all, my brothers and sisters in the body of Messiah. Abba loves you. Abba bless you. Abba keep you. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.